This is Angela Peacock's final presentation for grant writing. Helping Veterans Heal Through Art, a grant proposal for Visions for Vets. Visions for Vets was founded in November 2014 by Scott Beatty, who's a 20-year Navy veteran. When he was discharged on 9/11, he went back to school to get his Master's of Fine Arts in Sculpture at Fontbonne University. Right now, Visions for Vets holds 2 weekly workshops on Fontbonne campus on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, and there's a meal included with the workshop, which is donated by community members and area restaurants. Each workshop teaches skill or trade from the art, skills that they learn, or they can use it as a hobby or a coping skill for things like traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress disorder. Some actually went back to school to learn art because of participating in these workshops. They are able to learn drawing, painting, sculpture, and ceramics. The Department of Veterans Affairs no longer has occupational rehabilitation on the St. Louis campuses or nationwide. So Visions for Vets is a truly unique program that they're the only ones doing this kind of thing for veterans in the St. Louis area. This is a recent workshop in December where veterans with service dogs made ornaments out of their dog's paws and printed them into ceramics. This is James, U.S. Army veteran. He is blind, and he travels from East St. Louis every Saturday morning on a bus to get to this workshop. A community member donated that wheel to have him be able to participate because he's severely blind. This is an oil painting by another veteran, and this is a mini art show. This is what our project was. The next phase of our program to expand it was to buy our own kiln. Right now they have to borrow space at either Kruger's Pottery or a private member, and it's been so hard to get any kind of space, and they usually have to wait like 3 to 6 months before somebody's willing to let them borrow their kiln. It's, high energy costs with the electric and everything. So the way that they've been doing it is they transport it from Fontbonne to wherever there is donated space, and that usually results in breaking at least 1, if not 10 things, because clay can be very fragile, especially when it's dried and not fired. So they want to get a kiln so that they have it on site. They can fire it. It'll help with quicker turnover. The veterans can see their projects completed faster. They can learn all the steps and how to load and unload, which will help them learn more skills. And then that will also help the life satisfaction and on the surveys that they're completing projects faster and they're satisfied when they see their finished projects. This is the 2017 budget. There's cooking equipment and groceries and some of the art supplies. So the only thing we were requesting was the kiln because he's currently getting funding from the W.H. Flores Fund and the Kauffman Fund, and mostly comes from private donations, like from the Veterans of Foreign Wars, the American Legion. This is completed projects. They used an open fire burn, which means they didn't need a kiln, but it's very hard to do that. And they used Native American clay, and it's just a different style of ceramics. But as you can see, everyone was really satisfied with their finished projects. So what I learned is that grants are fun if you are super detail oriented, which I am. Grants are not as mysterious if you know what you're doing. I do see that it might be a little tricky to find exactly what you need, since some funders won't pay for capital or administrative overhead. But it is a great skill to have, and I'm so glad I took this class. Thank you so much for a great semester.